Yo, what's up, guys? Hope everybody had a great weekend. Um, just want to do a quick little preview for you guys going into this week and sort of go over what to expect, the whole deal. I have the SPY chart loaded up here. This is what we're looking at. This range here, we're still in this range from about top at about 281 and a bottom of about 262. We've been trading inside that, have a triple bottom, triple top, almost a head and shoulders. This bottom looks like it's starting to it's holding for now. We could go into the 5 minute chart. We're bouncing off of it. We have a double bottom. We're bouncing pre-market. We'll see how that holds. Um, Reason I'm not too keen on looking to take a quick bounce here, and why I'm gonna say it's risky. Our MACD is looking to cross to the downside. Tech has had a death cross, and 50 crosses below the 200-day moving average. That's pretty much the ultimate bearish indicator. There is a lot of upside resistance, and we'll head into that now. Um, but first of all, my biggest concern is the MACD topping. We can bounce off the zero line. I've been talking about that in chat, which is definitely possible. Um, but like I said, there is a lot of upside resistance, so it's very easy for this to sort of work itself out and start to break down. As you can see, if we do break below this 262 and come out on the bottom, we have a lot of room to the downside. You could come down here and test this wick at 259, which is about a 3-point play. And if you break that, you get down to the lows here at about 257 and then 252 down here. So roughly 10 points to make on the SPY if you're a swing trader in that sense. I don't usually typically trade like that. I'm more of an intraday scalper, kind of, whatever the hell I do. I don't even know how to describe it. Either way, with that being said, I want to go over some SPY ranges to look for into today's session. So the 265.05 range here, which was the somewhat of a bottom from Thursday's session, and then it was a resistance area and support in Friday's session. So we're looking for that to act as a resistance today. We do have a new uptrend starting in the 30 minutes, so we could see this push up more into the middle range, which, if that's the case, we have a heavier resistance area at this 266.40 level. Resistance here on Friday, and also resistance and support on Thursday's trading session. So we're going to look for those middle ranges of the previous 2 days to get held up by. We're going to look for overextension on any of our indicators. If that's the case, with confirmation on the 5 minute and then the 30 minute, we can use that area to short. If not, our next areas will be the 267.30 range and then the 268.50 roughly. If that tops 268.50 does get surpassed, we have room up until this 270.45 range, which we do have a lot of upside opportunity here. As I said, that 270 range is the middle of this whatever this daily chart range. That'll be like the top upside target for now. As I always say, we do take it one step at a time, so we're going to be patient with that and see how we react around these levels. But with that being said, I wanted to go over to stockcharts.com and pull up the SPY chart and look at our indicators here. So this is what I was looking at. Our MACD's at 0. With another red day today, it will cross to the downside, but we still have room. We are bouncing up here. If we do have weakness at any point this session, this 50-day will continue to drag down and get closer to that 200-day moving average. If that does cross, we are in trouble. I want to go over here to the Qs. And this already crossed. This MACD has still a ton of room to drop. As you can see, it looks like we topped right about this this moving average conversion, which is definitely bearish. On the MACD can confirm a top. We're posting lower highs, and there's still, like I said, a lot of room to go to the downside. So There is definitely a ton of resistance out there in the market. We can look for a short-term bounce. Here are the levels on the Qs. Main resistance at about 166, then 167.15. We'll look at the 5-minute, and we are rejecting that 160. What am I looking at? 162. Where's that line at? Either way, that line is being. I guess that's this level right here. Yeah. So, tech's being rejected early in the morning. As you can see here, we're starting to cross over. We topped at about that lower range from Friday session, which is definitely bearish in my opinion, to be rejecting off that level already and starting to cross and top on the 5-minute. Definitely not a good sign heading into the market. As you can see, we're not even on a double bottom as much. Tech sort of broke lower, and it's rejecting the lower ranges from that original bottom here on Thursday's session. So we can look for a short in the Qs today. If that will be a rejection, as I've always said in the past month or two, Tech is going to be the hardest to fall. Tech is the most overweight, and it definitely has room to drop. As you can see, look at this MACD. Definitely room to cross and definitely room to drop lower. If we do bounce in the market and on the SPY, I had two setups I liked. Like I said, playing that bounce is going to be a little tricky, but if that does happen, we can look for a quick bounce on JP Morgan. As you can see, we have this bottom here from June, and then October, and then now we have held it, stretched it a little bit, but we have closed above it on all of those tests. So we can look for a quick little bounce, maybe up to this 105.30 range at the top of the last 2 days. From around those levels, possibly we could trade in this range, 2 points. Like I said, I'm probably going to lean away from doing that simply because our MACDs are, they're not supporting a long side trade. My plays are most likely going to be within the SPY or the Qs, looking to short at those upside resistance areas and look for, a possible start to another breakdown in the market, because we do have that death cross looming. And there is a lot of pressure on these markets. There will definitely be more downside pressure to. I have no idea what just happened to my chart. There we go. We do have a lot of pressure on the downside, so I'm definitely gonna be looking at the SPY and the Qs for that. Long setups, if we do have them presented to us, JP Morgan and I think the other one was ExxonMobil. Yeah. I'll pull up the ExxonMobil chart, another similar bottom pattern. Previous resistance, support, and we're back testing this level again at the 77.50 range. Like I said, the MACD is topping. I'm gonna lean away, but just in case, I'll have them in my back pocket if they do present themselves, and to keep ourselves prepared for whichever way this market decides to go, we will be ready. That's always how I have to do it. You have to be ready for both sides. With that being said, let's kill it today. Let's kill it this week. Let's kill it going forward. I'm hyped about it. We have some opportunities lining up for us. We just got to take it one day at a time. Simple as that. Let's get it.